What a weekend. Welcome to the post-show breakdown of WrestleMania 41. We are fresh off the chaos, the hype, and the absolute madness of Night 2. We're your hosts. I'm Evo. That's Menace. And if you thought Night 1 was explosive, baby, Night 2 said, hold my steel chair.
Yeah, I did.
We're talking the Sin City Street Fights, interpromotional dream matches, Slammy Chaos, well, not Slammy, and the biggest flex of all time, John Cena claiming its 17th WWE Championship on GOAT mode, if I've ever seen it. Alright, let's go. Slammys, did you get to see it?
I think I got halfway through it.
Halfway through. Kathy, hosted by Kathy Kelly and Big E. Should we go through this, or should we wait for this next week and go through the actual things? And
we could do that on the
next week.
Next week.
Yeah. All right, no problem.
Because then I'll get to watch it and
we can just watch it. All right, and so let's just move on to night 2 of WrestleMania 41. Io Sky pinned Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley for the Women's World Championship to retain the Women's World Championship. So Bianca Belair got the pin, so that means she's no longer undefeated.
Right. I was rooting for Rhea, but I'm wearing a Bianca shirt.
Yes.
But I will say it was a really good match.
Mm-hmm.
So I wasn't disappointed on who won. I really liked that Io showed, all her aggression came out for the past, few months.
Yeah.
Them disrespecting her.
Disrespecting her, yeah. This match, this opener was better than the night 1 opener, I believe. It felt like it was better to me.
Okay.
I was more hyped here than I was with the other ones. Also, Rhea Ripley. Hold on, before we continue. Where is he? Oh, I hope I can get him out. Did you happen to see what Rhea Ripley was wearing?
Yeah, I saw what she was wearing, but I didn't know what it was from. What is that?
The Batman Who Laughs. It's the Joker, but Batman. Wearing stuff.
Okay.
His mask is what he was wearing, what she was wearing. And I kept saying, it was it's the Rhea Who Laughs. So it was and she was smiling just like him with the red lipstick. Lipstick on there. And I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah, I noticed it wasn't black or purple,
No, it was red lipstick.
Right.
And
so I was like, oh, okay.
Immediately I said, that's the Batman Who Laughs right there. And nobody else got it except for one person, and that's who the whole picture I took and put it on Instagram.
Okay.
And I'm just, because I needed a side-by-side comparison, and nobody had one until then. All right, cool, fine. This match was, I enjoyed this match better than night 1 as an opener. It got me hyped. I was like, oh shoot, so this match is better. I was like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
Jey Uso versus Gunther, yeah, he won, but still, it's underwhelming the way he won with a Damian clinch his in. Second match, Drew McIntyre beat Damian Priest in a Sin City Street Fight. Damian Priest wearing a full iconic Hellraiser gear.
Okay.
From the movie Hellraiser. That's a horror movie, I'm sorry. That's a horror movie.
I know it's a horror movie, but...
It's I'm trying to remember the entire get-up was the whole Hellraiser movie, and I was like, you know what, Rhea and Damien were talking to each other. Let's do horror movie stuff.
Well,
let's do horror movies.
I was like, they're gonna twin somehow,
They're twinning over there.
Yeah.
I kind of fell asleep.
Did you?
Yeah, because I was I already ate freaking Chinese food, and I was like, all right, I'm going. Like as soon as it happened, that's what I was saying. It's like the whole hyped up thing that happened. Like I was ready for it, and then I fell asleep, and then like I woke up and it was like, oh shit, Drew won. Like son of a bitch. All right, fine. So that happened.
Was your pick, so
Yeah, it was. So I gotta watch it again. I'm gonna watch it tomorrow or later in the week before we get to our Easter egg episode breakdown. Dominic Mysterio pinned Finn Balor, and then Penta and Braun Breaker, and he won the Intercontinental Championship. I'm proud of him. Proud of the little boy.
Okay. I will give him his kudos. He finally won something.
He did. Well, no, he won the.
Well, I know he won the North American Championship.
Yes. Don't do that. Poor guy. Give him powers.
I am not a Dom fan at all.
I'm not either, but just saw a little bit of the what's it called, the press conference. He said that he was going to go out and celebrate with chicken nuggets.
Of course he was. He's a child.
Yes. He's still calling his deadbeat dad. He's getting cheered. He's getting popped. He's got the pop. He called an audible and went back in the ring again to celebrate because he deserved it. He's like had like a whole thing with the fans, and then he goes into the press conference like, "Yeah, my deadbeat dad."
Yeah.
I'm like, you're such an asshole.
I was like, but I think, didn't you say that he was going to pin Finn?
Oh, did I?
I think you did.
That's crazy.
I have to listen.
Now I have to listen again. Like, yeah.
Obviously, this is your night. Night 2. So
This is my night. My night, the entire night. All right, so Dom Finn, I was like, Finn gets mad, and he's leaving Judgment Day eventually, and taking JD McDonough with him.
If not leaving, he's gonna get kicked out.
He's gonna get kicked out.
Because I'm like, even his entrance was nothing Judgment Day.
No,
nothing.
It was old school Finn.
Yep.
And then Dominic takes off his shirt, ripped off his Liv Morgan shirt, and throws it away. During the press conference, he said he was holding it down for 2 legacies, for 2 generation families, the Mysterios and the Guerreros, while wearing a Latino Heat shirt, the Scarface-looking one, of Eddie Guerrero. They touched on the fact that he was been there since he was 8 years old. Dominic on a pole mat or custody for Dominic Mysterio, and he's all like, "Yeah, my father's."
Yeah.
What?
Did you hear about the commentary team was talking about who was sponsoring the match?
Oh God, what was it?
Again, Dude Wipes.
Dude Wipes. Yeah, I'm like, what are you guys doing?
Yes.
All right. Next, Randy Orton came out and was like, "Who's gonna face me? Come on, who has the ball?" Blah blah blah. And I swear I was like, "Did you say his name? Or did I didn't say his name? Did you say his name?" I didn't say his name either. Someone must have said his name because.
Yeah, he showed up.
I believe, and Joe Henry showed up. Like somebody believed, and clap, clap. He showed up, and he started doing. For some reason, when I saw it, the doors open. Mm-hmm. Did he like prematurely turn around, or is that just me?
No, he did.
He prematurely turned around, and then his song hit, and then.
Yes.
And then he turned around again. I was like, yeah, he fucked up. Somebody messed up. Somebody messed up there.
He was nervous. It's his first
Wrestlemania. Yeah. And so I was like watching it because I was still like, drowsy and shit. And then I see him and then it's like, wait, what just happened? Did he just turn around? Mm-hmm. Like, no, don't do that. Or was that his like image in the back? Anyway, yeah, the whole crowd popped and everything. He comes out, does the whole thing, does his shtick, goes in the ring, poses, and has a match with Randy, and then Randy the hits him with an RKO while he was posing. I love that. It was like RKO out of nowhere while posing.
I'm like, he should. Obviously, he hasn't watched any of his matches because you can't take your eyes off of
Orton.
Randy.
Also, Randy Orton was wearing his first ever tights. Well, not. It was an homage to his shorts from back when he was just Randy Orton, rookie Randy Orton, the blue one.
Oh, okay.
Something fell. What else happened? He posed like Joe Henry. So
did his little.
I believe in his voices.
Yeah.
They talk to him. They tell him things. So he does the whole thing. It turns around just like him. That was hilarious. That was funny. That was a fun match. A little short match, but anyway. Logan Paul beat AJ Styles. Okay, at this point, I'm just going to have to say it. We got to give Logan Paul his flowers now.
Oh, okay.
No, you don't want to do it? No? You don't?
No.
So should I write another card from you also, or just not include you at all?
I've always said that I don't like him. I will never pick him. But
right.
I will admit that he is a good wrestler. He's a good athlete.
Yeah.
He puts on a good show.
Right.
But this is the first match he's won without brass knuckles.
True. That's true. You're absolutely right.
He
even when the brass knuckles were in play, nope, he didn't use them.
Yeah.
Karrion Kross showed up, of course.
Yes.
AJ Styles is trying to turn heel soon, because every time Karrion Kross runs into someone, they turn heel, apparently.
Yeah.
Or clock's ticking.
Yeah. For some reason, he wanted to help AJ Styles. So.
For some reason. Maybe he needs help, his own people again.
Yeah, because he ain't got nobody.
He ain't got nobody anymore.
Unfortunately.
This time around...
I think they need to push him. He's a good wrestler.
Yeah. Logan Paul, just came up with a sob story on the press conference saying that during the match against Roman Reigns in Saudi Arabia, halfway through the match, he tore his MCL. And so he had to work, yeah. Wow. Wow. Ma'am. Wow. Don't care.
You know what? I'm sorry. If you tore your MCL, you sure didn't act like it. You weren't limping around. You know what I mean?
You gotta watch that match again. Maybe he did. Maybe we did and we didn't notice. It was like...
Anyway.
But anyway, it's the reason why everybody's all feel bad for him now, and it's like, all right, we'll give you your flowers now. I'm just like, nah, we'll another match. We'll have to wait another match. Let's see how you handle John Cena. Turn him face and see what happens.
Yeah.
Lyra Valkyria and her mystery partner beat Liv and Raquel for the women's tag team championships. Mystery partner being who? Becky Lynch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who got called it, and then I kept seeing a message pop up. Oh my god! 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 What? Becca.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
No,
Becky Lynch.
After the second, oh my god, I knew who it was.
Yeah. I was like, after the second, it was like Becca. I was like, yes. Becky! I was like, oh shit. Okay, yeah. We knew that was happening. See, if you showed up to the predictions, and you'd be like, no, about this too, ma'am. Watch her show up next time. Anyway, she said on the press conference, Bailey got injured, and they asked me to come in, and I'm like, no, don't lie. No lying. And she's lying in front of her daughter too. It's like her daughter's right there. Rude. It's like, hanging out in there, trying to tell people about a skunk, and it's like, oh, she didn't spray anything. It's okay. And Rue's all like, you're lying, Ma. The skunk sprayed all over the place.
Yeah.
And I love how she's telling the story. I love how she's telling the story of a skunk coming in because her daddy forgot to close the door. I'm like, why are you blaming Seth, bro?
I know.
Why you gotta blame Seth? It's like, it's all on him.
On a high right now. Don't try to break it down. I say you can shut the door.
Right. I didn't like that they beat him. Like, oh, come on. Really?
Well, you knew she had to be coming back because you knew she was there.
Yeah. Saw her at the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
So she had to come back. Did a little comeback and
She's at
stuff.
the Hall of Fame. They showed her backstage, her reaction to Seth, winning. So.
True.
And if you notice, but every time she comes back, she somehow gets a belt.
Charlotte. Oh, wait, it's Becky Lynch? Okay. What?
She came back for SummerSlam.
How come we're not yelling at her like we yell like Charlotte?
Because,
She'll,
I don't know.
maybe because Becky will give up the belt right away.
Yeah, maybe. And, maybe it's just the way that it's Charlotte's attitude. That's what it is.
Probably, yeah. The whole Queen thing. And meanwhile, Becky's like, I'm the man, dude. I'll help you, but at the same time, you get to give me your belt.
Yep.
And finally,
Never mind.
no, come on, say it. Nah, come on, you get to say it.
This was terrible.
This was terrible.
No, it's not terrible.
No. Terrible as in Lita and Trish Stratus terrible, or 1, 2 steps?
Yeah.
Because I thought the same thing.
When we were a little bit behind. Okay, because I started it on time, but I rewound it a little bit to look at something, and I paused it for my sisters. So I was just like maybe 10 minutes behind everybody else, and I saw you made a post. So I was like, nope, I'm not looking at it until I watch. Right?
Oh, the WrestleMania post?
Yeah.
Okay.
For night 2.
For night 2. All right. Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, I'm not going to watch it. So then when we looked at it, I was like, every time Cody would go after him, he'd run out the ring or, go under the ropes or whatever. And I just kept saying, he can't wrestle.
No, not anymore.
Wrestle, and I mean, yes, I know this is his last WrestleMania, but he looked like this was his last WrestleMania.
Prior to Royal Rumble, when was his last match?
Wasn't it he's wrestled every year. So I think his last match before that was earlier last year. I think. Because he kept coming out and saying, oh, I've lost.
And
I haven't won since, whenever. It had been 3 years before. So.
And during these matches that he's had, he's always had a tag team.
Okay.
So he's always had support.
Yeah.
Royal Rumble, there was a lot of other people there up until Jey Uso. And then it ended a little immediately right after, 5 minutes into it, it ended. Was Elimination Chamber? He's the last one in? No. CM Punk was the last one in. So he gets support from others around him until him and Punk are the last 2 in there, and then he beats them. He hasn't wrestled at all up until WrestleMania, and this is his first match back. And it's 45 minutes, and the man is old, and he's running slow. He grabs that belt, and I swear to God, it took him like 5 minutes to hit Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
Cody Rhodes had turned around twice, know that he was there, and John Cena's still back there trying to hit him.
Yeah.
Triple H has talked for over an hour, and John Cena's still back there trying to hit him. Like, John, come on, today, buddy, today. Even what's his face? Whoever came out, Travis Scott. He took forever. I'm like, today, buddy, come on. We're like, you have to hurry up. Come on, go run to the ring. This is WrestleMania. Run to the ring and do what you gotta do.
My sister's like, what's he doing there? I'm like, he wants his WrestleMania moment.
He did. He got his WrestleMania moment with the old school hardcore championship.
Yeah, really. I said he's there because he said he wants to wrestle. So they said, okay, fine, you can do it at WrestleMania. And guess what?
Every time someone new comes out, they always like jump over the rope. Stephen Amell did it. Stephen Amell did it. It's like everybody's all like, "Ooh, if he fumbles and falls down, we get to laugh at them."
Yeah.
So like Travis Scott does it, and I was like, "Oh, okay, all right, let's see." He does the thing, and where he tries to slap Cody, Cody says nope, and you see Travis go from, "Oh shit." It's like,
and then he gets a crossroads. Like,
it was like a cartoon. It's like, oh, and then it's up to his fate. Okay, go ahead. It's like, crossroads.
Oh, gosh.
And I was like, that is the funniest thing I've ever seen, and I hope he does it more often if they're going to use him. Because him knowing that he's about to get beat up and, like, having a record scratch moment, and this is where I know where I've messed up.
Yeah,
and then getting that crossroad.
But I knew.
And then, yeah, it was at this moment where I knew that I messed up. John Cena doing his whole, like, all right, let me hit him with that belt. No. It's like, all right, come on, here, hit me. Come on, hit me. No. Kick to the balls, and then that's it. He wins. Like, how many what was it? Like,
AAs.
AAs, attitude adjustments? How many attitude? Were 4 of them? Mm-hmm. If you can't beat him the first time with it, come on. Time, yeah.
And
how many more months? We got 8 more months. We got 8 more months for him to, like, retire. 8 more pay-per-views.
And I don't even know if he's going to be champ. All 8.
No, he's not. He'll probably lose it by SummerSlam and have less dates towards the end of the year.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Well, because really, Survivor Series is the last one.
Yeah, November and then December.
December, they do, I think, has the last one. So it's like, unless he's going to go on NXT, which I don't know. I don't think he will.
Number 18. Oh, okay. So that was night 2. That was fun. It dragged a little bit, but okay.
Mm-hmm.
What did you think of night 2? Did it live up to the expectations?
It did.
It did?
You know, I think both nights were great.
Yeah.
I kind of like night 1 better.
You did?
But, you know, each match, I think what's the match where I kind of like wasn't paying attention?
Mm-hmm.
I think it was, the Logan. No, actually, it was Randy Orton's. You know, I was like, okay, look up, because I don't really know much about Joe Hendry.
Yeah, I don't either.
You know, I haven't really watched. I didn't watch when he was on NXT. So I'm like,
for a little bit.
I'm like, when's it gonna end? Just hit him with the RKO and it'll be done. So that was I'm gonna go take a break, walk around, go get some food, kind of thing.
Exactly. That was fun though.
I liked all the other ones. you know, my predictions. I'm losing my touch. But, you know, I would say the matches were really good.
Yeah, they were. They were. I enjoyed both of them, both nights.
Yeah.
Night 2, I really loved though. Like I liked night 2 better.
Yeah. Yeah. I think Jay's match is what I really enjoyed the most. You know,
Okay.
because you know, except for the ending, I think they could have ended it better. You know, maybe had Gunther pass out instead of tapping out.
Right.
But,
That first
you know,
match
I
just
think-
kind of like blew it. I'm like, oh, okay.
But you know, I was really excited for Jay and the women's championship match. You know, starting off, it was good too. You know, and I loved the entrances. They were, oh my gosh, they were all so good. John's was, you know, plain. He didn't do nothing. You know, his was the worst entrance.
Right. Just
But,
show
you
up and
know,
do nothing.
yeah.
We're going to talk about more about this, the Easter eggs, everything you might have missed, what it all means, and then the Raw results on next week's episode. So we're good.
Yep.
So I can't wait for tomorrow, see what happens, and then we'll come back on Friday and talk more in depth about WrestleMania 41 and how it went. You good? We good.
Good.
All right. Thank you for vibing with us and being a part of this wild, ever-growing community. Meet us back here next time, and we'll talk about it. Right here on my Third Place podcast, where community, creativity, and a little bit of chaos always collide. Say bye, Menace. Whisper it, whisper it, whisper it, whisper it. She can barely hear it. Bye. Bye. All right. Bye, everybody.